Hi there, I'm Shane Spears and welcome to another edition of Summit Scale, beaming out to you from the beautiful city of Bath in the UK. My guest today is Anna Goldstein. Anna, a very warm welcome. Great to have you on our show.
Thanks for having me.
For those of you that don't know her, Anna is an NYU certified life and business coach and host of the Profit with Purpose podcast, with her shoot from the hip style and keen gift for zooming straight to the heart of any issue. Anna has made her name helping clients figure out what they truly want and go get it already. Brilliant. Her experience as a nationally ranked tennis player and instructor sparked her interest in coaching people to improve their lives. Anna's drive and passion allowed her to create a successful coaching practice. She coaches individuals and professionals that range from Broadway actors, Emmy Award winners, executives, entrepreneurs, and more. Anna has been in Oprah.com, The New York Observer, Time Out New York, Shape Magazine, Marie Claire, and has been a guest speaker on Sirius Radio and Martha Stewart Living. Wow, covered some ground. Anna, the title of our interview today is Profit with Purpose, and we have 5 minutes for the interview. If you're ready, I'll start the clock.
Let's go.
So let's start. What's your definition of purpose?
My definition of purpose is really being the fullest expression of yourself. And we have so many reasons why we're not the fullest expression of ourselves. So really, our main purpose in life is to become more of ourselves, more conscious beings. And that's my primary purpose.
Brilliant. And why do people feel blocked when figuring out your purpose? And how do you figure out your purpose?
Yeah, when we're growing up, we don't talk a lot about purpose. We don't hear like, go find your purpose. There's so much emphasis on go make money and you got to get a good job. So, a lot of people follow that path of doing what they've been told to do or what they think they should do. And then they end up feeling purposeless, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the time it's just we're not really taught the tools and the skills to be able to really uncover what we're really passionate about, and how to turn that passion into something that can make us money.
Yeah.
We're often not taught that those two can go together, that you can be passionate about something and that you can make money.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you have a process that you go through to help people with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple in a lot of ways. It's not that complex. It's really first and foremost, paying attention to those sparks, right? When do you feel excited? What lights you up? A lot of the time we'll have an intuitive hit and our rational mind will disrupt it and say, I can't do that, or I'm not qualified enough. I mean, it's amazing how many people shut themselves down from doing what they really want because of this inner dialogue that's negative, and they feel like they're not qualified enough. They don't have enough education. They don't have enough experience. And so they don't even try.
Yeah.
So, a lot of it is identifying what is that negative, repetitive voice in your head.
Right.
And separating that from understanding that that's your ego. It's wired to keep you safe. We're wired for survival. And if you keep following that voice, you're going to make very different decisions than if you recognize that voice, right? The idea is not to push it away or shut it up. It's just to allow it to be there, recognize what it is, and then to actually become more clear on what it is that you really want, because I believe the answers are within you.
Yeah. And how long does that process take? Or is that, people spend their lifetime trying to find out their purpose? Or
Well, for everybody, it's a little bit different. There's not, cookie cutter approach that everybody, goes through a process and then boom, they found their purpose, because we all have different belief systems, we're unique in that way. And that's a beautiful thing. We all see the world differently. So, some people, it's just a switch in. I worked with this one woman who was working at a desk job in finance, and she just felt unfulfilled and unhappy. And we talked a little bit about what she's passionate about, what she likes to do in her free time. And she was talking about makeup. And she said to me, but you can't make money doing makeup. And I don't want to be someone who sits in the department store and puts makeup on people. Like, she felt like it was meaningless and purposeless. But then we talked about how when people feel beautiful, they behave differently, right? And that has an effect on their life. And she was able to attach a meaning, a purpose to doing makeup. And she ended up quitting her job and starting her own makeup company. And she's been wildly successful. She even helps cancer patients and puts on makeup for them. She's traveled all over the world, done, movie stars and music artists. Yeah. So it was just that one switch in a thought of, that's purposeless. Yeah. Nobody will take me seriously, or, you don't need a degree, and, kind of to shifting to, oh, there's a lot of meaning behind it, because when people feel beautiful, they behave differently. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be like this, like purpose where you're like, feeding the hungry, let's say. It could be, but it could be just something that you're really good at naturally.
Yeah. And how does it kind of manifest itself, this problem? Does it, because people presumably don't come to you to say, I can't find my purpose. There are other symptoms and things that are manifesting themselves, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I think pain is always a wake-up call, right? There's an acronym for it, which is pay attention inward now.
Right.
And so if you're in pain, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's something that you need to pay attention to. So that can be anywhere from, some people get themselves in conflicts in their relationship, but what they're really unhappy about is their job. Other people are like, I'm working in this job and I don't feel purposeful. I don't feel meaningful. Like I'm kind of like, what's the point? And sometimes it can be just focusing your attention on the purpose that you already have. Yeah. Right? Because so often we can think that we need to go get something else. Yeah. But sometimes it can be also just attaching more meaning and purpose to what you're already doing.
Yeah. Brilliant. And sadly, we've come to the end of the time. I could talk to you all day on this stuff. That's great. Folks, for more resources, check out Anna's website, www.annagoldstein.com/clarity-map. There's a great resource there to get you on your way on this stuff. Anna, thank you so much for that. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out our Summit Scale podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes and subscribe, rate us and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to learn more about the work we do, or are looking for a load of free resources to help with scaling your business, check out our website, www.summitleader.com.